Hey, what's going on, everyone? So, I have finally decided to go back and play through Subnautica Below Zero, the standalone expansion to the amazingly gorgeous and honestly, like, time-consuming in a good way game. It's all about undersea exploration and being stranded on a planet. This one's a little bit different, but I was just going to show off what I have, but unfortunately, we're stuck with this. So, yeah, I got glitched into the world. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go back, we're going to start afresh, and I'm going to go through it from start to finish. So, let's cut to that now. Okay, so, something I have never done is do a hardcore playthrough, and I'm going to save that for later. I could just, go creative, I could go freedom, but I want the core experience. So we're gonna hit survival, and let's see how long it takes us to load in. I know once you start building a base, once you start really getting into it, it gets insane how long it takes to load in. Like, it can be upwards 2 to 3 to 5 minutes, depending on what all you have built, because it has to render everything. And while I think that's really cool, it makes for, minimal loading time, going from area to area, basically non-existent. It's still kind of annoying on the front end, because you do have to wait, like, right? And it even shows you how long it's been loading. If you go on that bottom left-hand corner of the screen, you can see where it's loading each individual thing, and how long it's been loading overall. Yeah, so that much has not changed from the first game. What is new is not only the fact that we're in an Arctic environment. Eventually they have said there's going to be a temperature management system where you're going to have to really pay attention to that. I don't think they've implemented it just yet, but they've got the beginnings of it in there. And what it is, basically, the longer you're outside up on the surface in those freezing conditions, like, the more your screen's gonna ice over a little bit. So I think that's gonna be the key indicator. Now, of course, like any underwater game, especially if you played the first Subnautica, you have to manage your oxygen. The only exception being, when you're on the surface, when you're in one of your vehicles, or when you are in a powered habitat. Now, press any button. Where the hell is the any button? Yeah, I know, that's a terrible dad joke. Yep, still by Unknown Worlds. They did amazing work with their first game. Okay, so...
I repeat, immediate evacuation of Sector 0 to Space Station Vespa.
Sam, what's happening?
The meteor storm. There was interference. It's closer than they thought.
How long?
Maybe 10 minutes.
Jeff, do you read?
Rabin tweeted it. I translated the wake-up command.
Okay.
Your timing sucks. We're evacuating. Jeff!
Static.
His last GPS check-in was at the cave.
So, this has actually changed since my first playthrough, because originally, it wasn't... Aww. Little fishies, gotta leave behind. Originally, it wasn't like throwing you straight into, there's a storm, you gotta evacuate. That poster was there. You used to be able to access the side rooms, like that over there, cargo room with, I think there was a PDA in each one. And I'll go back here, and I can't. And you still can't get anything out of here, which you get. The Vesper cargo rocket's docking. I do appreciate that they took the time to do even the levels like that. But now our only option is to go straight outside into the freezing cold and try to go rescue Jeff. See, there's escape shuttles. They're going back to the surface, not surface, back to the Vesper. We can run around. You see this prawn suit. There are like your mecha suits that you can use underwater to drill, do all kinds of things. Eventually you're going to be able to get one in this game. Yeah, damage prawn suit. I wish they just let you like, pilot one now. That would make things so awesome. I am taking a minute to poke around, largely because we're not going to be able to come back here. That is to say, if things have not changed. Yeah, so we still can't go in there. Yeah, you see what I mean? Like around the edges of the screen right now, there's that kind of icy texture that's building up. Okay, so that way is to Jeff, or we wish we could just, run over here to the shuttle, say, screw Jeff and get safety. But we can't. We have to be a good person. We have to go and try and rescue him. So we're gonna run this way past all the creepy eyeball plants. Eyeball flowers. Which they're actually like heat flowers, I think is what they're called. Because they radiate heat. Like you see all of the ice that I had around my screen is now gone. So, neat. They didn't do that originally. So yeah, they've definitely started to implement parts of the temperatures. Okay, this part hasn't changed.
Approaching the research site. It looks like Jeff's GPS tracker's here, but no other sign of him.
Yeah.
Understood. Be careful.
That was the GPS tracker, and we're going through this cave, see what we can find.
Jeff!
Yeah,
Jeff off!
that hasn't changed.
Jeff would be on. Now Jeff is gone.
Who am I speaking to?
So that would be the alien. Their race is known as the Precursors.
Here.
That information is
You need a tablet to get into there.
rerouting density sanctuary. Warning. Sanctuary power low.
Okay.
Jeff isn't here. But Sam, we woke something up. I spoke to it.
Please, get to the escape ship.
Yeah.
On my way.
This would be where you come back in, I believe, later on once you have a tablet. I can open that up. That's going to be like the ending of the game, or it's right at the ending, or it is. If I remember I'm remembering what I read online. So we're just going to keep sprinting. Oh my. That's not pretty. That's not good. Yeah. Yeah, we can't go that way, so we've got to run up here. Frozen Lake.
We have your ship on radar.
What? I'm not on that ship.
Who is?
Jeff's the only one it could be. Where's it going?
I'll find out. Where are you now?
Oh, and I don't like this right now. There's a little bit of a glitch with any surface
I can do from here.
like of land that's over water or any other kind of height. Like you can go out a little ways from it. It doesn't quite track properly. So you can actually take damage a little bit easier if you're not paying attention, so be warned. I do play on the experimental build, so I'm getting more frequent updates, like once a day or every other day. Little bug tweaks, little... Oh my, that's... Yep. See why I said poor fishies?
Oh no,
Are you back at base yet?
that's a negative. It's gone. Sam!
And see, like right there, I was able to run out. And hey, there goes the tower, there's the ice. So our only way out of here is to swim. Keep swimming, just keep swimming. I don't know what to do now. Even with that previous playthrough, like I still don't completely know what to do as far as advancing the story once you hit a certain point. And there's a way to get like all the way to the end, even though it won't show that cutscene. The final cutscene and like wrap up the story. Oh, we need oxygen. Thank goodness for this strategically placed air bubble. I'm gonna go ahead and collect that because I really don't have a reason to come back here once I make it. What I'm gonna do, I know I'm gonna need bladderfish. because they are used for water. You filter the ocean water through them. It's not vegan. Not okay there. We're gonna use this time. I was telling. Okay. Okay, don't really care that much. Break this and then go to the surface.
Oxygen. Robin, come in.
I copy. I'm okay.
Stay where you are and look up. I'm dropping you a life pod.
Did everyone else get away?
Right there.
Did you find Jeff?
They're still counting heads. We haven't found.
Oh, yeah. Here's where you lose contact.
Vespa,
So,
do you read?
yeah, this is not off to a good start for Robin. And this is actually a little bit different from what the game did in the first draft that I played, which was very, very early on. Like, I bought the game when they went into early access. Grab these just because once our life pod lands, we are going to need to cook some fish and make food. Okay, there's the life pod. We will be able to track it. They have definitely added way more weather to this than was originally there. So we can go in, there's oxygen in here, we don't have to worry about it, and it is unlimited power. That's a good thing. A little broken, because I mean, if you ever needed to...
The evacuation. Statistically, that is the hard part. This life pod will help you survive until rescue. Provide food and tools, and refer to your PDA's databank for more information. Good luck.
Real quick. Drink a thing of water, and we need to make... an O2 tank. Need to make a scanner. Definitely do, so we can start getting blueprints. So we'll need a battery. Big ribbon plant. Crap. Yeah, because right there's the first scrap of the sea glide. That's what it's called. Aha! So we're not gonna grab any more stuff until we can find some ribbon plant, which there should be some like right nearby. They do regrow over time. It is very, very slow. Probably gonna die for this. Okay, well that gave lead. That is good. You need a lot of lead early on. Even a little bit later on you need to. But here's the kicker. Yeah, there's a little bit of latency issue, but once you, because of this, in an Arctic environment, there's ice you have to look out for. So it definitely took me a little getting used to the first time I played through, because I swam under an area that was just a solid sheet of ice above it and died. And then I tried to go back and get everything that I dropped and died. Let's just say I died a lot during my first playthrough. Yes, ribbon plant. We're cutting it close, and it's only one. I need two. Hey, there's a second one. Haha. Need that. Haha, no, it's three. Break that open real quick, and we're gonna swim back out to the surface. So, early on, it's pretty much, it advances pretty quickly. And the reason for that is, you know, it's meant to draw you in. Like, yes, you have to gather some resources, you have to do a few, you know, tedious things, but it's not really that terrible. You do have a storage locker, so real quick, I'm going to get rid of those. I don't like the new notifications, just because we don't need glass, we do need a battery. That is going to be a must. Tools, that'll get us a scanner. How are we? Wait, no. I know this. So, scanner, yes. I'm gonna go ahead and build a waterproof locker. Largely because we're gonna need it. I'm gonna go ahead and, excuse me. Build 2 copper wire. They'll come in handy, and it scales down what we need to Um, yep. Only downside to these lockers is you have to be outside in the water to use it. But real quick, we're gonna scan this. I think it gives like 1/3 progress. Yeah. So to get silicone rubber, we need the seeds from these plants, the seaweed liquor. We can scan like almost anything, and it helps to build, you know, the lore. You can actually read through and see the entries, and even occasionally, like, you'll discover neat little facts that they've kind of added. Oh, okay, yes. So we need the seed clusters. Oh, don't freaking sea monkeys! I really did not like this addition. Crap, where did he go? There. You are not the sea monkey that took my scanner. Oh crap, I think he is. Oh, he's not.
Oxygen.
That's the really annoying part. Because they can come up and steal your stuff. And normally it wouldn't be such a big deal, except this is very early on in the game, so I don't have that many resources. Crap. Okay. Ah, you, give me that. Got it. Scan you, I'm gonna analyze you, then we're gonna be done with you. Aha. Take the fragment. Grab traps are really, really good for that. Not good for that. They're good in general, because you can actually set them up. Maxed out. We gotta get to the surface. There we go. And we're gonna go back, and then we need to find some more so we can make a light. The lantern that you can make is really, really cool. And when I say cool, I mean it's good for illuminating the fact that there are some very, very dark places because it's the ocean. Get out of here. No. No. Bad sea monkey. Bad. Yeah, you can scan like random... Ah, crap. Come here. That much. I'm like the OCD not OCD, but I'm the completionist that I am, so I want to scan everything. That includes like all the fish. Arctic peeper, I'm gonna need 8 till I have better fins. Wow, okay. Here, gonna try and find some more copper, but I guess not. With the rubber, however, ooh, wait. Break these real quick, see if we get copper. Yes. Okay, whatever. Really do need to stockpile a lot of titanium. You think like, oh, I'll never run out of it. You will, very quickly. Lubricant and rubber. So, I need to make fins, which are just 2 rubber. The knife, which is 1 rubber and a titanium. I think we should be able to make plenty, because 1 seed cluster translates to 2 rubber. Nice little conversion there. We'll make the fins. That's good. We're gonna need fiber mesh, which we need the knife to get. What else? Okay, battery and glass, silicone rubber, and a bladder fish. This thing is actually really good. Sea glide, we don't have all the recipes for. Yeah. So, yes, we have our knife. Don't have a bed yet, so we cannot just go all willy-nilly. We are going to capture. I'm going to scan you real quick, and I'm going to capture you, so that I can use you for making a bladder, so that I can, you know, rapidly ascend to the surface. And you will notice, like, whenever you've got any kind of tool in your hand, it will, you'll break rock clusters in 1 hit instead of having to tap it twice, which is breaking it by hand. I don't know how I would break it by hand, personally. Okay, so we fiber mesh. It takes 2 samples to make fiber mesh and go ahead and make air bladder because I use the rubber. 2 tank, so we can actually get more air. You see it goes up from 45 to 75. And we now have a repair tool. Unfortunately, we are going to need sulfur, which is a resource that we do not currently know where to find. Beacons are definitely useful. Electronics, I can now make wiring kit and a computer chip. Make some more rubber because I know we're gonna need it. And I think that'll really should have converted all of this before we went to go grab the grapevine itself. Because now we're way burdened. I'm going to put those in there. I'm going to keep that for now. We're going to go get another creepvine real quick, just convert that to fiber mesh, because creepvine will decay and decompose over time, which is not really a bad thing if you're going for a bioreactor, which is something you get later on in the game. However, during these early stages, it's really not, all that useful. Ah, get out of here, sea monkey. Nope, don't take my knife. That's... no, it isn't. Okay, I'm not super worried, largely because...
30 seconds.
There's my knife. Haha. Got it. And... right from one into the other. Dang it. These guys are really annoying. The whole reason I have that air bladder, though, is because, one, you can use it for an extra, 10%, like, not 10%, but 10 points of oxygen into that meter. And that actually really does help. Right now, or you can use it to rapidly ascend to the surface. When you start going deeper, however, you'll find these oxygen plants, which are useful, but don't get caught in their teeth. Because they actually will... Eaglet fragment. Yes. And we'll scan the sea monkey nest. If you ever find sea monkey nests, you will, you'll generally find something that you can scan. Now, keep in mind, if you've already gotten a blueprint, so say if I'd already had everything for the Sea Glide, that would have given me 2 titanium for scanning that blueprint. So it's not blueprint, that fragment. So it's not completely useless to scan things that you already have a blueprint for. Keep that in mind. Like, it's a good way to get some quick titanium. And my last playthrough, hey, there's our last fragment. Awesome. Ooh, more ribbon plants. We'll scan first. But we can now get the Sea Glide, which makes our movement underwater so much faster. I think there's 2. Stacking up. Making sure you have as much of those as possible early on. Really good, because then you can make more batteries. Okay. Alien noises, okay. This has changed.
Origin, alien sanctuary site. Twisty bridges. 200 meters depth. Recorded to databank.
That was triggered by us getting the Sea Glide, because we now have the ability to go deeper. Not only with our larger air tank, but also with the fact that we have access to this, which we need battery, lubricant, and we're gonna make 2 batteries because we do need that. Real quick, let's just convert that to cloth. Deployable, we need copper wire, which we've already made some. See, you gotta think ahead. You have to be proactive in this. And once I actually start making a base, you'll notice I put everything in its place. I label the lockers, I do all this stuff to make it easier on myself. Okay, we can get a compass. Light, we need glass. Do I have? Okay, I don't have it in my inventory, but I do have quartz there. We'll convert those 2 quartz into a glass. And then we will get a flashlight. That will make things so much easier. We're actually going to arrange those. I like having my sea glide in the 3rd slot. And right now, we're going to do a quick save. I don't know if there's autosave. I think there is. Quick, because I do have the 2 silver though. We're just gonna go on a spree and we're gonna make as much as we can. We're gonna make compass, place it on our HUD. See, like right there below my depth meter. Hey, I've got directions now. Makes it easier to get around. And that really does it for what all I can make right now. I would want to make a grav trap, but I have not found another one. Quick, we're gonna go ahead and that hurt us a little because we didn't eat it right away. Food does spoil, which is why you can salt it. And yeah, you can, just from that little change, that little addition, we're now moving so much faster. And actually, it's 3 clicks, not 2. Awesome. So we're gonna putz around and go in the wrong direction, apparently. Gather, stockpile a little bit of resources. See if we can't find another grav trap fragment. That way we can make a grav trap, because that actually, you know, drags all of the fish into it, which makes it easy for you to, you know, keep. It basically keeps them in a place where you can easily grab them if you need. There we go. And the Arctic peeper. Yeah, they will grab your sea glide as well, so you gotta pay attention. There's another grab trap. Real quick. Stay away from me. Ah! And because I used the oxygen that was stored in the bladder to replenish my oxygen, I couldn't use it to ascend rapidly. However, with the sea glide, you really don't have to worry about it near as much. Now we have the blueprints for, haha, the grab trap, which will massively come in handy. Okay, this is the Twisty Bridges area. And that platform over there is actually good for us. It will give us more blueprints. We're scan you real quick. And we're chugging along, just gonna sing our song. Does have containers that you can open for, you know, supplies. And right here, open data box, a scanner room.
30 seconds.
So whenever I am able to make a base, I can now build a scanner room that'll add on to it. It allows me to scan for resources and see, you know, where they're at. From that scanner room, I can actually make a chip that will transmit all that information to my HUD so I can see where it's at without having to be in the scanner room. Quartz. I am going to... No. Bad noises. Bad noises. That means one of 2 things. That means big creature or volcanic activity. Volcanic activity really isn't a bad thing. The creature, however, is. Because there are big monsters that can kill you in this game. Get back up to water. I'm going to... This is I can, which I actually think all of it. Yep. Clear these out. All you have to do is leave your screen on it for a minute. Not a minute, like 30 seconds, 10 seconds, honestly. And it will do that for you. So can make a grav trap. It's a battery, a copper, and a titanium. Get rid of all of these alerts. Just that way we've got a clean PDA so we know anything new. Employee profile. Indigenous life forms I never really worry too much about, or the outcrops. Just because, like, they're a basic, you know, information. It tells you what you can find in them. Which, if you're not sure, is always good to know. Yeah. Arctic survival guide. High winds can result in rapid onset of hypothermia. Keep an eye out for natural shelter or restorative hot springs. Yep. So, neat. This was kind of the basics that you got in the first game as well. Maintain physical and psychological health until rescue. The Arctic Survival Guide. I mean, that's the difference between this and the last game. Codes and clues. So it's about air depth microflow reaching 100 to 300 meters in depth. Yep. The sanctuary is at about, 200 meters. It does give you an image to look for, but that's like deep in a cave network. Have the Altera downloads, which are basically hints as to what's going on, what you're looking for. And also, there we go. So we are going to save again. And now I am going to kind of meander my way over. If I do see any lead deposits, I'm gonna try. There is lots of titanium available. Not gonna go for it right now, even though I know earlier I said, you can never have too much titanium. You can't, but at the same time, you can. Now I'm also going to be collecting table coral and silver. Oh, and there's one of the big boys I was talking about.
100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
And I do oxygen a little faster. Oh, no. And this real quick. Standing still isn't always a great idea. And next it's going to give me, as you see, titanium. Oh, that means he's right on me. Oxygen plants are always going to give you 30 points for your oxygen, so it kind of extends it. Early on, your oxygen goes down by about 3 per second. Well, not second, but 3 per tick. Thank you. Stop glitching. Ow. Okay, fine, we'll scan you then, Brute Shark. You don't want scanned, huh? Do ya? Oh no, you're swimming away. Come on. Okay. So, ooh, there's another platform we definitely want to go for because it gives us more blueprints.
30 seconds.
That right there, I think, is the entrance. No, that's the entrance right there.
New technology acquired.
Breather. Ooh, I'm not in a good spot. Yep, so this is actually Sanctuary 0.
Caution. Approaching alien 30 seconds. Altera requests you take care not to damage the artifact.
Truck fragment right there. We're gonna break that. Actually, as much as I want to go further, we're gonna have to ascend. Because I don't know how far in the next oxygen plant is. And that's not going to be good for me. I'm probably going to die if I go in there. Even though they do a pretty good job of making sure you have the ability to survive in there, I'm going to actually go back to base and make the rebreather, which we just found the blueprint for. Oh, great. And it's foggy. Back underwater we go. Yeah, that was something they added from the first update, like the first iteration of the game as well. Let's go ahead and grab some seeds. because we can always use more rubber. Really can. Yeah, we pretty much, like, it's that away. It is, like, due south from the pod. It's just a matter of actually going out. Yeah, and anytime you do go to the surface or replenish your oxygen, your bladder does get refilled, so you can use it. It's not always guaranteed to get you to the surface, but it will, like, rapidly ascend you. So it can get you a good chunk of the way there. Break that into rubber, because I think we need it for the rebreather. Yep, and then we need fiber mesh and a wiring kit. Oh, crap. And we have a fiber mesh. Two more rubber, 2 more lubricant. Got the materials. And then we're gonna go have to find more silver. We don't even have a construction tool yet. We do have a repair tool if we could get. Yeah. That in. I'm gonna store everything else out here. And fucker. Not a whole lot of storage, all things considered, but it could be a lot worse. First aid kit. Drink the water. Why not? Come here, you dang bladderfish. I have scanned you. Apparently not. Oh no, apparently I have. That's just a glitch. Or a bug. You do have a light on your Sea Glide, so you don't really have to worry as much. It isn't as bright as, obviously, the flashlight, but it works. Hoping to find more copper. Because copper is life. Very early in the game, it is life. It will save you. That thing isn't bad. It's basically, you know, a manta ray. Never have too much lead. Again, all of this, you know, you can't have too much of this stuff. It applies to early on, because later in the root shark, dang butthole. Really much of that. Oop, there's sulfur. Is going to give us one of the big fish. Not big fish, but explodey fish. What it is a little fish that comes at you and blows itself up. Oh gosh. And these things aren't even the most terrifying in the game. There are more terrifying things. Like I haven't even seen the Leviathan. Ooh, yes. Ah! Get away from me. No. Not touchy. Ooh, that's gold. That's gold. Ah, crap! Why do you always gotta be where I'm at? Let me be! Let me be a strong, independent woman! Because you're actually playing as a female character. Take the table coral. And we're gonna go down here real quick. And take the oxygen plant. Not take, but use. At it. Let's go ahead and grab these. And every mineral thing will tell you the chance of the unique mineral that is in there. Ah! Oh, bad oxygen plant. You're not going to get me. Ah, mobile vehicle bay. Yes, I do need that. You really find another oxygen plant and then go to the surface. Because we have enough to make a rebreather, which is what we're really going to need, because it increases your oxygen efficiency so you don't burn through it as quickly. You can see right here, like, I'm not going to get all the way to the surface, but I'm going to get, yeah, I got like right to the surface before it cut out, like literally at 1 or 2 meters. So it wasn't that far at all. And if you think about it, like 1 meter is about 3 feet, give or take. That's the rough conversion. Or it might be the exact conversion. I honestly don't know. Like most Americans, I don't understand meters. But after we make this... Actually... So... I am going to grab more of the ribbon plants. Let's see. More space. Oh, we got a lot of space. Yeah, never mind. I'm gonna break these real quick. Gathering.
30 seconds.
Oh crap. We're not. Thank you. I know I'm dying. I know I'm dumb for going after this. And this last quartz is going to be it. Then we're going back to the surface. Even though our habitat is right there. Oh, hey, it's dark, it's storming, and it's hailing. That's great. Okay, back in the base. Okay, that's glitch. That's glitched. Minor thing. Want water. Make a wiring kit. Ha ha ha. And then fiber mesh, rubber, haha, breather, haha, yes. Yep, see, and then it conserves oxygen when diving deeper, absorbs and recycles CO2 into breathable air, which is actually kind of, you know, the point of these things. Something you can do, I don't always recommend it, but you can build a floating air pump, put it up at the surface, and then just build a bunch of pipes like down as deep as you want it. And it'll transport oxygen down there, but you're putting in a lot of time and effort. Let's go ahead and make the beacons real quick. I tend to keep 2 beacons on me, just so if I use one and then find something else cool I want to remember where it's at, I'm not SOL from the first one. Real quick, and I know, why don't you cook the bladderfish? Well, I'd rather use it for water because it's my only source of water right now, and as it says, low calorie count. Like, it doesn't really give the most. The most efficient fish, if I remember correctly, is actually the Arctic keeper, especially early on. But I'm gonna get hoop fishes real quick. Little zig over here. Nope, over here, just kidding. Get... Oh. Okay, we had some lag there. Thought the game was gonna crash on me for a second. I'm gonna put those in there, that way we can get our, 2 creep vine, so we can make a medkit. And we actually should probably make another battery. Because until you build a base, you cannot recharge the batteries. There is a neat little trick that you can do, where if you use a dead battery or a battery that's anything less than 100% in your recipe, it will actually give you a full battery in whatever you craft. So if you just go in and use a battery in titanium for a scanner, that turns your battery from 0% to 100%. At least you used to be able to. I don't know if that works anymore. But let's get it all healed up. And hey, there we go. While we're at it, we're gonna make one more locker. Use up 4 titanium. We'll put that in our 5 slot. Drop that out here. And store all of these things. Much of it as we want. Actually, what was it we needed sulfur for? Anyone remember? Because I'm dumb. There we go. Silicone rubber. But a repair tool is huge. The repair tool does have a power source as well, but it doesn't take a battery for the initial crafting. Pretty neat. So that's actually going to do it for today, for this episode. I know it's a little bit long, but I kind of wanted to go through and what am I trying to say here? Actually make this more of the setup, like what all of your first like 30 minutes into the game is really going to be before you start getting more and more into the story. So stay tuned, come back for the next episode, and make sure to hit subscribe, drop a like if you enjoyed it, and turn on notifications as well. Hit that little bell next to the subscribe button so you know whenever I put up the next episode. Go to the alien sanctuary at about 200 meters, or take, and find out what mysteries lurk within. Y'all stay safe, peace out, have fun.
Never want it over now. And again, you got me feeling closer. Time is moving slower now. Again.